You gotta admit, singing with a mariachi group was certainly a novel way for the superintendent to get kicked off and introduced to HISD school board and community. It's also a pretty big signal to those who speak Spanish that you're one of them, that you understand their issues and may be more attuned to their needs. What importance is it for you when you come into a community that has such a large number of Hispanic population to let them know that there is someone like them in the highest position in this district?
Well, Kimbra, I think, I am who I am. And I think what the public appreciates more than anything in a leader is, no smoke and mirrors. Just be honest. Just tell us who you are. That was me from the age of 7 years old and on. I mean, I played mariachi music since I was a kid. I worked my way through college gigging on weekends. So when the trustees surprised me with that youth group, they're from Sam Houston High School, and they had a surprise there for me that night that I signed my contract. And of course, then somebody said, "Well, will you sing a song?" And well, come on, you don't tell mariachi, will you sing a song?
There's a mic and there's you. There's no chance.
There's a mic and there's a mariachi. Of course, we're going to sing a song. So I was just, it immediately, for me, let me know that this is a community that really is open to people expressing who they are. And for me, I think it's important, having entered the public school system in kindergarten, only speaking Spanish, I was an English language learner. I think it's important for students to see people that look like them as well, that are in positions of leadership, so that they can say, hey, if that guy can do it, I certainly can do it.
And I'm sure along the way as well, when there are times when people would suggest to you that perhaps you shouldn't try for this because maybe you wouldn't be capable of doing it?
Well, in high school, I had a counselor that was very interesting. My dad was a journeyman sheet metal worker, and very noble job, and he worked hard. But my dad always said, I want you to go to college. But I remember in high school, I had a high school counselor that I had a schedule conflict, and I couldn't fit my chemistry class in. And she said to me, well, why are you taking chemistry? We have an advanced sheet metal class. Take that instead. And for me, it really solidified in my mind, even as a student, how sometimes we inadvertently, I'm sure she was thinking this is the best thing for him, inadvertently we steer kids into directions that maybe that's not where they want to go. So you'll hear me, and the community will hear me talk a lot about, I want to make sure that we have a system that prepares students to make decisions when they graduate, that the system hasn't decided for them what they're going to do, that students have the ability to decide for themselves.
And if sometimes it may include college, sometimes it may include other things, but you want to be able to provide them opportunities either way.
Sure, and students should be able to make that decision.
Right. So when you get done in 5 years from now, everything we do, either individually or business, a lot of times we have strategic plans and we just kind of figure it out. What do you think in 5 years when you look back, depending on what your strategic plans, what are you going to be looking back on that was really good and successful, that you're looking back on as having done something that you really are proud of?
Sure. So let's just be clear. In 5 years, we'll do a status check, but when I retire from here in 20 years, and we actually look back, I think what we want to do is, when I ask the question now, what is our vision for every one of our students? You're going to get a lot of different answers. We get lots of different answers. I would love for this community to be very clear about, this is the vision for every student in Houston. And that vision becomes our North Star that drives everything we do, from the instruction to the partnerships that we have. We have an incredible partnership. For example, your next guest, the symphony. I think it's so important for students to have music in their lives, to have the arts in their lives. Students are much more than just a test score. They have to know how to read and write, but they should have something to read and write about. And that's what the arts gives to students. So I want the community in 5, 10, 20 years to be able to say, we know exactly what we want every student that graduates from HISD to look like, be able to do, be able to demonstrate, and we want to feel like we're invested in helping make that happen. I also want the public to recognize the incredible jewel that exists right in their backyard, which is HISD, the amazing opportunities that our students have to study and to learn in some of the best programs in the country with some of the best educators in the country. And I want that to be the first choice rather than the second or third choice for our families.
Well, I'm not sure I'll be around in 20 years when you retire to have this conversation again, but we'll be with you along the way. And there are going to be times we're going to have you come back, and there are going to be times when it's going to be a difficult conversation.
Sure.
But this has been a good opportunity to get a chance to meet you and let other people see a little bit about who you are and what you want to do. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the opportunity.
And by the way, the fact that you went to the University of Arizona is probably the only black spot, only stain on your whole scenario. But I just want you to know I forgive you.
I appreciate it. We just won't talk about basketball then.
Yeah. Arizona State. Yeah, it's just
U of A.
Oil and water. We love it. Thanks again. Hey, it's cultural time here on Houston Newsmakers, and that means the new season of the Houston Symphony, which is kicking off this weekend. What's in store? That's next when Houston Newsmakers continues.